Good morning. Happy Monday. Here we are. It's Moira here with our weekly check-in to see what can we focus on letting go of so that we can become much more in alignment with our true purpose, our calling, our soul's purpose in this life experience. If you're here live, say hi. Or if you're watching the replay, as always, when I do these, welcome you, your comments, your insights, anything that lands with you, because we just sit here and share a little bit about what's the energy feeling like for you. And so I hope you had a great weekend and celebrated Mother's Day in the best way you could yesterday. So something I want to share with you, as you know, when I kind of just, like I said, feel into the energy. And something that we are starting into, I believe it was yesterday or today, but whatever it is, we're setting into the energy of Saturn retrograde. Now, this means what a retrograde is the appearance of going backwards. So it's like the spin or the interaction of the planet Earth in relationship to Saturn. It looks like Saturn's going backwards. Now, Saturn governs things like ownership, authority, responsibility. So it's really important to start looking at taking personal responsibility for what you want to experience, what you want to see. And so during these times of increased time for self-care and watching your thoughts, watching your feelings, coming into your heart, allowing your own energy to guide you more. I think that there's so much possibility for sacred self-care. I've been talking a lot about that, sacred self-care, setting up your own self-soothing kit. So those can be things like your journal, accessing letting go cards or an oracle card, or just having some inner conversation about how do I feel about myself here, or in this, or with this, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so just land into this moment with me. Take a nice deep breath. Just calm down the list of the to-dos, the things that you want to get done this week. And really just focus here. Can you feel that? Coming into this moment with me. Good. Coming in. And now, together, we will ask the question in our minds, what can we focus on letting go of this week in order to more fully align with our inner wisdom, our inner guidance, our true intentions, our purpose? What's the best thing to focus on letting go of this week? Good. And now, let's see what that's going to be for us. And it's going to be letting go of gossiping and spreading rumors. This is perfect, I've been feeling into, it's funny because during the COVID, I started watching headlines and following news, which is actually really not like me because I generally avoid things like that. I'm backing away from it now. One of the things that I'm noticing is that there's so much about conspiracy, different ideas, and then people start repeating them. And it's funny because I heard a story the other day, which I actually knew was completely untrue and had been debunked, but here it was being repeated by somebody. And so, can you let go of gossiping, telling stories? Because this reminds me also about the 4 agreements. Don Miguel Ruiz, agreement number 1 is being impeccable with our word. So being impeccable with our word means we only say things that we absolutely know to be true, and we talk with truth to ourselves and about ourselves, and we don't engage in sharing stories or the latest rumor or gossip. In effect, when we do that, we actually create balance and calmness for everything and everyone around us. So let's all commit together this week that we're going to release and let go of spreading rumors and gossiping. So let me read this out. Actually, it's funny because that in this book, I refer to that because to me, that immediately brings that agreement up. So in the book, The Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz taught us 4 simple rules to live a life of peace and happiness. The first rule is to be impeccable with our word. Expressing yourself impeccably is to express yourself in the direction of truth and love. This includes expressing love, respect, and acceptance for yourself. Emotions of jealousy, envy, frustration, and sadness fall into the category of not being impeccable. Another aspect of being impeccable is to be without fault or blame. So, this is also a great card to have come up because I just said about the Saturn retrograde. This is about being impeccable, taking personal responsibility for what you're experiencing. So that means being without fault or blame means to refrain from expressing gossip, rumors, criticisms, judgment, or find fault with yourself or someone else. Remember, everybody's doing the best they can with what they know and what they have. Being without criticism in your expression doesn't just mean with the words you speak, but with the thoughts you think also. Refraining from blaming people will lead you to take total ownership and responsibility for your life. Don't you love that? I love how these synchronicities show up. So this is a brilliant way to start into the phase of the Saturn retrograde, which actually will be with us until September. So this is like the lead in to setting the stage for that energy. So take another nice deep breath and just feel into that. How can you watch those thoughts, watch those words coming out your mouth, and be impeccable? And now I'm just shuffling my tarot cards. We're going to get a tarot card and then I'll pull 3 angel cards just to really get some insight and guidance, compassion. So this is awesome. Look at this. It's the 2 of Cups. So to me, that is it's about what you see when you look in the mirror. Do you feel authentic? Do you feel responsible? Do you feel in flow with what you know is right? With that inner voice, that tap on the shoulder that we all get. It's just, are you being impeccable, authentic, and in alignment with that? And so I would encourage you to use, you may have heard me suggest this one before, but how do I feel about myself? So when I say these words, how do I feel about myself? When I make these choices, how do I feel about myself? When I say yes to this, how do I feel? When I say no to that, how do I feel? Use that as an ongoing check-in, just to see, because it's your feelings that are your guidance system here. So hope that makes sense. Like I say, please do make any comments or reach out to me if you need any more clarification or insight into what's coming up. But this powerful week, I'm feeling it deep in my heart that this is really, really in our favor, in your favor, in my favor, in all of our favor. So let's see what 3 angel cards are going to support us with this idea of letting go of gossiping, being impeccable with our word. And this is awesome. Okay, so the first thing is friendship. Be your own best friend. Speak loving kindness at every juncture, whether it's online or in person, where it doesn't matter. Always speaking words of compassion, of friendship. Remember that we are all in this together. We actually all signed up for this experience too. You may not consciously be thinking, yes, I did, but you wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if we didn't say, I'm in. I want to live through these times. And by doing that and just taking away any kind of negative thought or following, getting into groupthink or following somebody else's ideas, we get to celebrate who and what we are in this life and create more of what makes your heart sing. And guess what that brings about for all of us is a sense of balance. So balance and ease. And so that question that I just suggested you use, how do I feel about myself? You want to be feeling joyful, balanced, in alignment with who you truly are deep down. And that's the whole point of these letting go guidance sessions that I do with you, is that this is all like layers of an onion. Is we keep peeling off layers to become more authentically who we truly are at the core. I hope this makes sense, and I hope it serves you. I wish you an amazing week, and have fun starting to deepen that personal responsibility, that self-authority for who you are and who you're becoming. Much love. Thanks for watching.